Hello and welcome back to the Tea and Soju C-Drama, your drama hangout for all things C-Drama. I'm your host, Liliana, so grab your tea, pour your soju, and let's chat dramas. In today's episode, it's the end of the month, which can only mean it's currently watching time. This is the episode where I basically go through everything that's on my currently watching, everything I finished, and what rumors we've got for upcoming, dramas in the next month or so. But first, a little housekeeping. If you like the podcast, don't forget to share and subscribe on the platform you listen on. That really helps Tea and Soju reach more drama fans. For extra content, check out Patreon, where you'll find behind the scenes content, first impressions, Zoom meetups, and more. I would like to thank my patrons are Purple Dinosaurus, Marta, Caitlin, Raysheen, Nancy, Jane, Cindy, Valerie, Naz, JM, Holly, Haley, Maria, Nikki, Laura M, Judy Kell, Julia, Alan, Karen, Cheryl, Ariane, Palms, Laura S, Sapphire, Stephanie, Mischief Kate, Anastasia, Palm, Boo Lovey, Ange, Lauren, Sandra, Reem, and Janie. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Patreon family. It really helps the podcast, and myself with everything that comes with running a podcast. But, if you like to just join for free, there is a couple of free things on there. And, there is different tiers. You can sign up for like free trials and stuff like that. But I do post a lot more. And when the podcast goes on break pretty soon, patrons still get content. So they never really stop getting new content, if that makes sense. So make sure to sign up and check it out. And the Zoom meetups are always a lot of fun, I will say. I do love doing those, and we have one every single month. So that is it. That is, the patron, chat. But if you'd like to come and chat to me, you can join the community. Come and chat to me on Discord, Instagram, and all of the socials. I always have everything linked in the episode notes, so you can go and check that out. And my DMs are always open. I love chatting dramas. So if you don't have anybody else to talk to, come and chat to me, because trust me, if you want to talk about any dramas, I've probably watched them at this point. So I'm always happy to chat dramas with everybody. So that is all the housekeeping out of the way. If you're new to Tea and Soju and are currently watching episode, you probably don't quite know how this goes. It's a little bit different over here. So I do divide my currently watching into categories. This just makes it a little bit easier for me to prioritize what I want to watch or what I have to watch. So that's always fun to do. And my categories are the loving category. These are dramas that I'm actively chasing episodes and I'm completely obsessed with. And then we have the enjoying category. These are, dramas that I'm enjoying, but I'm more casually watching. I am enjoying them, but I'm probably behind on episodes with them. And then we have the just started. This is dramas that I've literally just pressed play on, and I don't have too many thoughts on them yet, but I want to chat about them. Then dramas I dropped in the last month, completed dramas, and then we have dramas with confirmed dates. These are the dramas that are confirmed to air in the next couple of weeks. And then we have our Rumour Corner. That is basically all the dramas that are rumoured to premiere in the next month. Now, we always take rumors with a pinch of salt. So many things can change. Some of them are more likely to happen than others. And if that's the case, I tend to tell you guys if I think one is going to come and is more likely to do so. But we always take rumors with a pinch of salt in this household, so to speak. So that's how the episode works. This episode is a little bit late. I think it's the first time in Tea and Soju that I have dropped a late episode. Guys, life has been lifing right now. When I tell you everything is kind of happening at once, like personally, it has just been a month for me. It has definitely been very, very stressful, very, chaotic, and it has made me so behind on the podcast, and I hate it. I don't like being this late on anything. And I think it's like the first time that I've had to say, a podcast episode's not going to come out on the Wednesday, it's going to come out on the Friday, just because it's been so chaotic. I had to go back home. Well, I went back home to Portugal on holiday, and mainly because I needed to renew my passport. Because, being an immigrant in the UK, you kind of need to do all of that stuff. And it's just easier to go back home and have it done there rather than to have it done through the embassy, because they take forever. So we went back home, and that just went so badly wrong. And it took us, instead of taking us like 2 days to sort out, it took us like 6 days to sort out. And it was getting down to the wire, and we, still hadn't had our passports in. And it was so much more expensive than we thought it was going to be. So yeah, life was just chaotic. And that just meant that I was just so tired, that I was like, I don't think I can record this and make it a fair episode, because I'm just that tired. And then like just other stuff has been happening, and it's stressing me out, let's put it that way. But dramas is our good space. Dramas make everything better, and I'm seeing BTS in less than 4 days. So that's very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm going down to London on Sunday, and then I'm seeing them on Monday, the 6th of July. So I am so excited. And I might do like a little Patreon, very quick, impressions of what it was like to go to the concert and things like that. And I might do an episode. I don't know. Let me know if that's something that you would want to listen to, because I'm not sure that you would. And I'm going with a friend. I'm actually going with Laura, which you would have heard in, various episodes on Tea and Soju. So I think it would be fun for us to record, an episode together on that. But I don't know if that's something that you guys would want to listen to. So let me know your thoughts on that. And then, I might have to do one. But yeah, I think that is everything. And we can get into this. A little note, actually. If you're watching this, I'm sorry that the lighting is terrible. So I record next to a window. So I have like my little office with, my setup, and I have all like my merch and books and stuff. And I love my setup. I really, really do. The only thing I don't love, it is right next to a window, and this window gets sun pretty much the whole day. Now, I love the sunshine. I really do. I really do. And I got some blinds, and they're like bamboo blinds. They are not very good blinds, clearly, because like all the light goes and you can see it all in, like, it goes straight into my face. So the lighting isn't the best right now. I keep saying, I've been saying this for weeks, that I really need to sort out some new blinds for this office, but I haven't found ones that are like, will let some of the light in, but not all of it. So I don't know. I'm still looking. I will get some new blinds in, and then like the lighting will be better for these videos. But we shall see. We shall see. If you're listening to this, then it's no bother to you at all. But if you're watching, then it's not that bad, but it could be better. I'm working on it. Like, video podcasts are still a new thing to me, so I'm still working and learning my way around them. But yeah, that's everything. Let's, stop the nattering and get to what we're actually here for and what you guys want to listen to, which is the dramas that I'm watching. So my loving category, there is one drama left, in it right now, and that's the First Jasmine. Now, I'm really, really, really enjoying this drama. I'm loving it. I love Bailu and Changlei. I think they're just really working out for me. And I know the drama has technically finished on a fast pass, but like I've just said, I was home. And when I'm home, I don't really, and by home, I mean I've gone back to Portugal from the UK. And, you know, because I was home, I barely watched anything. Like, I think I watched 2 episodes while I was there, so I got extremely behind. And unfortunately, I've been spoiled, which I hate. I was trying so hard not to get spoiled to the point where I was avoiding social media. But when you're running the podcast, you have to post things and you have to, like, you know, open social media in general. So unfortunately, I did get spoiled, which is really annoying because I think that removes a little bit of my enjoyment, and I don't like it. I really don't. But it is what it is. But I'm still loving it. I'm so behind. I'm still like on episode 30, so I still got 10 episodes to go. And I'm not going to touch too much on it because I do want to review it on the podcast, and I'm really, really excited about that review because it's going to be with a new guest. So I'm excited to talk about it and, you know, to run through it. But so far, so good. I don't know what other people are thinking. I'm trying very hard to just skip every video that kind of comes up. And obviously, because it had the Express Pass, it finished on June the 28th with that Express Pass. So everybody, like a lot of people finished it, and obviously they want to talk about it and they want to post about it. So unfortunately, I have been spoiled, but it is what it is. I am going to try to, you know, finish out those last 10 episodes. So far, so good. I'm enjoying the story. I'm enjoying like the slow unraveling of all the threads that they've kind of been building through. So yeah, I am very much, and I really like Bailu's performance in this because she kind of plays somebody who is hallucinating and seeing things that aren't quite there. And I've really enjoyed that aspect of it. She's very calculating in this drama, and I've just really, really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have kind of said, oh, they don't really have a lot of chemistry. Personally, I would disagree. I think that their chemistry is different. It's not like that explosive, fiery chemistry that you were kind of used to watching with Bailu. I think it's the more slow, mature chemistry that you would see in a partnership that kind of builds, you know, yes, it's an arranged marriage, but they kind of built, you know, slowly, and they get to know each other, and then they kind of fall in love, and you kind of see that. And I think their understanding of each other really, really, you know, is comes slowly, but when it happens, it works for me. So it's in the small things. Their chemistry is in the small things. It's in the glances, it's in the hand holding. So I think that's probably why some people were saying they don't really have a lot of chemistry, but for me it works so far. So hopefully it sticks the landing for me. We shall see. But that is the first Jasmine, and that is it. That's the only thing that I have in my loving category. So we're on to the enjoying category. Now, the first thing on this is the never ending summer. This is a Chinese drama, and a lot of people are actually really enjoying this. I am so like I said, I'm behind on everything. This is one of those that I'm really, really behind. I've literally only watched, I think, I'm just opening it up on. I've watched 3 episodes out of 29 so far, so I'm incredibly behind. So this is a drama that stars it stars Bao Shang-an and Daniel Zhou as our, you know, our main couple. And it's a youth romance drama, but I would say it's quite different to, you know, youth dramas that we're used to watching. I think it comes with a lot more darkness to it, I would say. At least that's the vibes I'm getting, and I've only watched 3 episodes. But the MDL description reads: Zorwan, a resilient and determined top student, desperately seeks a way to save her seriously ill grandmother. After failing to obtain help from her mother, who abandoned her years ago, she deliberately approaches Lu Xiao, her mother's stepson, and a rebellious young man, hoping to secure money for the surgery through him. During the the summer after graduation, Zhou Wan and Shi Xiao gradually develop feelings for one another as they navigate uncertainty and emotional barriers. Along the way, they repeatedly help each other overcome the hardships and setbacks of life. However, the harsh realities of world shatter their youthful romance, and understandings ultimately drive them apart. 10 years later, they reunite in a workplace. So it is one of those youth dramas where there's a time skip, which I kind of love. I love seeing, the story unravel as they're adults. So I'm very excited to actually sink into this one because a lot of people are saying how good it is. And that's exciting because not a lot of people have enjoyed youth dramas for a little while. So I'm excited to further check this one out. And hopefully I enjoy it as much as everybody else is. But again, I'm so behind on everything, everything. And I have a pretty big drama that I need to whack out in the next month. By that, I mean, I need to watch Goodbye Princess, which is like 59 episodes in a month and a half. So I need to get that going. So yeah. Which, that's going to be fun. Not necessarily because I've heard it's very traumatic. So we shall see. So the next one on my enjoying category is Love Has Fireworks. Now this is the Tan Jianqi and Wang Churan drama. It is it is a business comedy romance drama. It is WeTV and it is 36 episodes. Now, I went into this fully because of Tan Jianqi and Wang Churan, and I really like them individually as actors. I think they're really, really good actors. My problem was always going to be that this is a business drama, and 36 episodes of a business drama is anything, it's not that great for me personally. It's not the type of drama that I intentionally seek out, but so far I'm enjoying it. I like the two of them. I have only watched 7 episodes, but I really like the two of them together. I think they already have that bickering energy to them, and I really like that. I like the fact that they're building a friendship before any relationship kind of forms, and that's going to be built on, if that makes sense. So I really, really enjoy that aspect of it. They are very funny together. They are very funny together. So we shall see. They kind of end up, cohabitating, and for reasons, and chaos kind of ensues, and I enjoy that. This female lead has everything and anything happen to her within the first 2 episodes. So we shall see where it leads. I probably will finish it. I just don't know when. That's the question. Because again, I'm so behind on everything. And this is one of those where I'm like, I can take it or leave it. I'm not rushing to watch it. I think I probably would have watched Neverending Summer over this a little bit more. So I'll probably catch up with that one first instead of that one. Plus that one's shorter because that one's 29 and this one's 36 episodes. So we shall see. We shall see where we sort of end up. But that is Love Has Fireworks. And then next up is Archives, the Nanyang Mystery. Now, this one I've literally watched 2 episodes of. This is kind of reminds me of, I don't know, not Tomb Raider. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I've completely forgotten the name. But it stars Zhang Qin Shang and it stars Ding Yuxi as well as Zhang Pei Yao and Fu Da Long. So that's kind of like the main 4. And the story goes that let me read you the MDL description. That'll probably be the best thing because it's a little bit tricky to kind of explain it. But in the early years of the Republic of China era, a bizarre murder case known as Water Ghost longing for home occurs at sea in the Nanyang. Zhang Huaiyan and Zhang Huaxia, two staff members from the Southern Archives, are dispatched by the Zhang family to investigate the mysterious events, are drawn into a deadly trap used to hunt down members of the Zhang family overseas. Hua Xia offers his life in a scheme to break the deadlock, sending Huaiyan aboard of the giant ship, the Nan An, back to Xiamen, in hopes of giving him a chance to survive. However, this turbulent voyage seems to have only just begun. A powerful warlord with something called Twilight Grass, a naive and persistent young accountant, and a dearest friend he has not seen for 10 years, Huayan faces a series of unexpected events alone, and the moment he sets foot in Xiamen, the true destiny of the two young men begin to unfold. So it's kind of like mystical things are happening and they need to figure it out, basically. And this is kind of set in the world of the Mystic Nine. So that's, exciting. I really like these two actors. I think their banter is already so much fun to watch, and I really, really enjoy that. So the genres are action, thriller, historical, mystery, and yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. But again, I have only watched 2 episodes so far. So, take it or leave it, because that's not a lot to judge a drama by. This is 33 episodes and it's an IG drama. I will say the visuals are really good on this one so far. So that is Archives, the Nanyang Mystery. And then lastly, I am watching the Thai drama Woo. Now, this is something that I've been watching for a little while because it's a Thai drama and it's just finished on June 30th. So, Thai dramas, they release an episode a week. So if it's 9 episodes, you're going to be watching this for 9 weeks. So 2 months and a bit. So it always takes me forever, and I'm always shocked. I always say this. It's always a lot of fun, actually, to come out of C drama land and go, for example, into K drama land, and you're like, oh my gosh, I've only got 2 episodes a week. Like, that's easy to keep up with. And then you go into Thai drama land, and you're like, oh my gosh, 1 episode a week. And then you go to J Drama Land and it's like an episode a week of 20 minutes and you're like, my goodness, it just goes. Because like in C Drama Land, you're so used to having so many episodes back to back to back. So yeah, and then we complain about having like an episode a day in C Drama Land. And I'm like, guys, we're getting fed way too much in C Drama Land. But yeah, so Woo, I have talked about this one in last month's currently watching. I'm still enjoying it. It is a action drama fantasy with ghosts and things like that, and it's a lot of fun so far. I really really like the leads in this, and I paused it because I was like, I don't want to do an episode a week. Like, I just want to binge the rest of it. So I've watched 3 episodes, so 4 episodes so far. So I'll be watching the rest of it soon. And this is one of those where you want to go pretty blind. You don't want to know a lot about it because you just don't want to be too in the know. Like, you don't want to be spoiled. So that is the Thai drama Woo, and that's available on iQIYI as well. That's where I'm watching it. So, guys, that is it. That's pretty much everything that I have on my watch list. And I'm behind on everything because, again, going back home kind of set me back on everything. I was pretty caught up, and then all of a sudden, boom, I had to go home. And July is crazy for dramas. So, that is, problematic in of itself. But July is crazy for dramas, and then I have to get this Goodbye My Princess drama watched as well. And that is going to have to take priority because I'm doing that for a podcast. So I need to watch that one for sure. And then we shall see. I'll have to fit everything else kind of around that watch. Because I don't think I want to binge it. Because I've heard so many traumatic things. I also have to start the story of Yanchi Palace because that's 70 episodes. And that's going to be reviewed for Tea Soju. It's not going to be season 4, so you will have to wait until season 5 for that one, which, season 5 will kick off in October. So you will have to wait a little bit for that one. But I do want to start watching it because, again, I'm going to need some time to digest 70 episodes for that one. But yeah, that is on my currently watching list. And like I said, those two are the ones that I probably will start very soon because they're completed. And again, because they're going to be for podcast episodes, I kind of need to get myself into gear with those ones. But I will be finishing the First Jasmine like this weekend before I set off to London to see BTS. I need to finish the First Jasmine because I want to review it for the podcast. So that is my aim, is to concentrate on the First Jasmine before I get any more spoilers. So yeah, those are the things. Let's talk about things that I finished up in June. So I finished up Dazzling. I ended up really, really enjoying it. I had some qualms towards the end, mainly with the writing and how it was done. I thought towards the end we got a little bit silly with stuff we didn't necessarily need to. I did review this over on Patreon. I actually did a first thoughts where I talked about the first 10 episodes with no spoilers. And then I did a last thoughts where it's all spoilers, and you know, I had some notes about the episodes and things that I really, really liked. So if you wanna listen to my full thoughts on Dazzling, please go and check out Patreon. It is over there. Guys, you're going to be shocked with me, absolutely shocked with me, because I finished Ashes to Crown. Now, if you're new to Tea and Soju, you will not know this, but this feels like an achievement. I want an award for this. Like, I want a trophy because I finished a Chengdu Leng drama. So if you guys don't know, it's very well known on the podcast for, you know, regular listeners that I am not a Chengdu Leng fan. This drama has not changed that opinion because although her acting has slightly improved, I don't think it's improved enough, because when I first watched her, it was in Till the End of the Moon. And mind you, I don't think she was very good in that specific drama. So we went from that, and I don't know. I don't know what it was. I think I watched a little bit of her other dramas and I was like, she is just not for me. And then I kept thinking, look, it's 2026. It's been like 4 years since Till the End of the Moon, and we got to give her another chance, because I can't keep saying I don't like her and then not give her a chance to like prove herself, if that makes sense. So I was like, look, everybody's talking about Ashes to Crown. Let's just try it out. So I did, and somebody said, one of my friends actually described it. I think it was Mona. I'm pretty sure it was Mona, who messaged me and she said, Ashes to Crown feels like a vertical drama in a Gucci belt. And I'm like, oh my God, it is absolutely that, because it's so fast paced. I always said 24 episodes for this kind of drama just would not work. There's so much story and really not enough, you know, time to tell it. So everything is happening one after the other after the other. So these big events are happening and they're not letting that sink in before the next big thing happens. So it makes them not feel that impactful to the viewer, at least for me personally. So it ended up not really working that well, and I did finish it, but I scored it a 6.5 out of 10. So, you know, would I recommend it? Probably not. I don't think it's that good of a show. I did end up watching it at like 2 times the speed and as a background watch for most of the time. So some people will come at me and be like, well, that's not really watching it. And I was like, look, I still understood the full story. So, you know, if you could watch it that quickly and still pick up on the story, then they're not really doing, you know, that good of a job, in my opinion. So it is what it is, but I did finish it. I still feel like I should get a trophy for this achievement. My opinion still stands on Chen Duling. I don't personally think she's that good of an actress. She has somewhat improved, but not improved as much in 4 years, I don't think. She's very much samey still. So it is what it is. I finished it. Take that as you will. I finished Princess Hours, which was a lot of fun. So that's a K drama. I personally didn't think it was that good. But you can hear, I don't know, this was for a podcast episode so that I did with Jess and Caitlin over on Daybug. So it is what it is. I have thoughts. Go over to Jess's podcast to listen to the drama trio talk about this one. I was just not that impressed by it. I finished it, but I just wasn't that impressed by it. What did I score it? I scored it a 6 out of 10. So, and that was me being generous, I feel. So yeah, I know it's a lot of people's first dramas and a lot of people really, really enjoyed it, but it just wasn't quite for me as somebody watching it in 2026. So yeah. So I also finished up The Bad Kids, which I really, really enjoyed. There was a couple of things niggly, but I did score it a 9 out of 10. There is a full review for this on the podcast. I reviewed this with Caitlin, so the two of us talked about it. I can see why it's touted as one of the best crime Chinese dramas out there, rightfully so in my opinion. And it was really interesting chat with Caitlin, and Caitlin talked a lot about how it was done in the novel versus how it was done in the drama, and it's so vastly different. So that was a really, really interesting chat as well. I finished up the 1996 J drama Long Vacation, and I really liked it. I think I binged this very, very quickly, and I ended up really, really enjoying it. Actually, I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's one of those dramas where it's a cohabitation drama. The female lead kind of gets dumped on her wedding day by her fiance, and she ends up living with his roommate, and obviously they're going to fall in love and all of that. But I ended up really, really, really enjoying it. For something, it really felt like a 90s rom-com. So it was very nostalgic to me, even though it was a J drama, and back then I wouldn't have necessarily watched any J dramas. So yeah, I really, really liked it. So that's Long Vacation, and it's available on Netflix. I'm really enjoying the fact that Netflix is picking up a lot of older J dramas because they're a lot of fun to watch and they're nice binges as well. So yeah, that was Long Vacation. I finished up Taxi Driver season 2. My partner and I both really, really enjoyed it. It was one of those where we will be pressing play on season 3. This is one of those again that you don't want to know too much with it because it is a crime drama, so you don't want to be too spoiled on it. But I liked it. I liked the found family. I liked the stories. I liked the stories in season 1 slightly more than I did season 2, but it is still a really solid K drama. I finished up Filing for Love, and overall, I liked it. It was a fun rom com to watch. I like the female lead. I think towards the end, it kind of got a little bit too crazy, in my humble opinion. But overall, still a fairly good K drama. And then I finished up my Royal Nemesis. So my Royal Nemesis was a lot of fun. I think towards the end, we kind of went a little bit off the rails. But even that doesn't necessarily discount the fact that it was still an okay drama. I wish the ending hadn't impacted it as much, but it did for me. But yeah, I know a lot of people love this one, and I bet in a lot of people's opinions it's going to be, a top K drama for them. Still remains to be seen if it'll make into my top 5 K dramas for the year or not. But we shall see. So that is my Royal Nemesis, and that is everything I completed in June, which was quite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dramas, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah. So let's move on to the part of the episode where we talk about dramas that have confirmed premiere dates and then the Rumour Corner. So first up, dramas with confirmed premiere dates. We have the Eternal Fragrance, which has actually already started airing. So this was originally when I first did the document, it had a date and the episode was going to be released beforehand. But now it's already airing. So it started airing on June 27th. So by the time you listen to this, it'll definitely, a lot of episodes will be out. This is a Jujingi and Song Wei Long drama. It is a xianxia, I believe. Yes, it is kind of like, yeah, xianxia romance drama. I have no intentions of going to check this out. It feels like the type of slapsticky xianxia that I don't necessarily enjoy watching. And also, I am not necessarily a big fan of either of these actors. So, there's not really a lot like drawing me in to go and watch it, basically. So that is The Eternal Fragrance. Also, because Song Wei Long has another drama upcoming, which I'm way more interested in watching, and I don't necessarily want to be watching two of his dramas at the same time. And again, because of everything else I have to watch, priorities have to be done. So the next one that actually premiered was The Legend of Rosy Clouds, and that premiered on June 20th. So again, I have no intentions of checking this one out, to be honest. This is a Lee Yutong, Joseph Jung, and Dong Wei drama. I actually kind of really like those actors, but this is just one of those that does not stack up against other stuff that I want to watch, and that's really the only reason that I'm not going to be pressing play on it, unfortunately. But yeah, it did premiere. There's already like, I think 27 episodes out, 26, 27 episodes out at the time of recording, so there's lots of episodes out. And the next one is Road to Success. Now, this is a drama that stars Esther Yu and Chen Jing Ke. This is going to premiere on July 5th. It is going to be a psychological romance life sports drama, and the MDL description reads, PhD student Lin Wan Xing returns to her hometown and takes a job as a sports equipment custodian at Hong Jing No. 8 High School. Wang Fa, a former British football club coach, becomes her mysterious tenant. Lin is tasked with reviving the school's disbanded football team. After a crushing defeat, Wang Fa steps in as coach, leading the team to victory. Lin convinces Wang Fa to become the coach permanently and helps resolve team conflicts. As past wounds resurface, they briefly distance themselves but eventually reconcile. With the finals and college entrance exams approaching, they unite to inspire the teams, overcome academic hurdles, and chase their dreams. So this is going to be 32 episodes, and it is an iQIYI drama. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be pressing play on this one or not. It sounds interesting, and I'm intrigued to see what kind of character, SDU is going to be playing in this. But it's just whether I have the time or not. But I know a lot of people have been excited for this one. So that is Road to Success, premiering on July 5th on iQIYI. Now we have Rumour Corner. Again, you got to take these rumors with a pinch of salt because they may happen, they may not. We shall see. The first one, I am pretty sure it'll come in July. It just depends on when. So that is Overdo. I will be pressing play so fast on this drama because I am really, 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 really excited about it. It's one of those dramas that, I've been wanting to watch for a while. The promo for this looks insane. So if you don't know, Overdo is going to be a Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan drama. It is going to be airing on WeTV and iQIYI and Tencent. So it is, a double platform drama. And it is a historical romance. And it's set in a Republican era. So the MDL description reads, in Shanghai during the Republic of China, Murong Murong Cheng-yi, the youngest son of a warlord, was abused by his adoptive father because he was taken away by mistake. When he escaped as a teenager, he was saved by Ren Susu, but his family suffered a catastrophe. After years of reunion, the two secretly fell in love, but Ren Susu resolutely, what is that word? Oh my gosh, guys, English is not my first language. I know. Uh, so she faked her own death and fled to save others, leaving Murong Chingyi to sink into the pain of losing love. 3 years later, Ren Susu returned and became Murong Chingyi's prospective sister-in-law. Now one is full of resentment at being betrayed, and the other hides unspeakable pain, and with love and hate intertwined between temptation and pulling. So this is gonna be messy, and I am so here for it. I am very, very excited. The promo has been great. It's full of like fiery chemistry. So I am very, very excited. Now, rumors were initially that this was going to either premiere the 2nd or the 4th of July. I don't think that's the case because later rumors kind of put it at like the 18th to the 29th of July. So it's going to be a late July premiere. In my opinion, I think that is more likely than an early premiere. I don't think they're just going to airdrop this. They will want to promote this one. So I think it'll come, but it'll just come, a little bit later. So the next one is rumored for July 5th as well, and that is Love for You. Now, this is going to be a Song Wei Long and Zhang Jingyi drama. This is the other Song Wei Long drama that I mentioned a little bit earlier. This is the one I'm excited about, so that's probably what I would pick to watch over the Eternal Fragrance. And this is going to be an Mango TV production. However, I do believe it is coming to Viki. We shall see, hopefully. I'm really hoping because we all know Mango TV subs are not it. They're not it. So hopefully Viki does indeed pick it up. It is going to be a romance drama, 32 episodes. And, it is going to be one of those dramas where in the 1990s, so they become acquainted and then they become kind of like hostile towards each other. And then I believe let me read the MDL description. I am terrible at describing dramas a lot of the time. So in the 1990s, Chen Yi and Miao Jing became acquainted because of their parents' acquaintance. At first, Chen Yi is hostile to Miao Jing until after an injury, Miao Jing's kindness begins to change the relationship between the two. However, the good times did not last long. Chen's father died and Miao's mother disappeared. The two adults did not get together, but the two children had to depend on each other. When he came to college, Miao Jing bravely confessed, but Chen Yi was involved in an arson case and became a key witness. To protect Miao Jing, he forces her to leave Teng Chang and cooperate with the police to arrest the suspect. Many years later, Chen Yi ran a billiard hall and Miao Jing returned to Chang to audit Good Luck Logistics. The two meet again. So it's one of those where, they meet as teenagers, kids, whatever, not kids, but young adults, and then they meet back up later on in life. I love those types of stories, so I'm this is one that I'm quite excited about. The next one that is rumored is Love in Red Dust, and that is rumored for the 6th of July. There's so many things rumored, and this is going to be a historical romance, and some of the tags are interesting because you have a cross-dresser female lead, prince male lead, so that's interesting. Although they say cross-dresser female lead, we never believe. It's so obvious it's a woman. So this is going to be an Aichi drama, and the reason I'm excited, it is a Wang Qingyu and Shu Ru Han, drama. I really like both of those actors, so I'm excited to see what they're going to be like together. This is going to be 34 episodes. So yeah, that is Love in the Red Dust, and that is rumored for July 6th. July 21st, possibly August 7th. So maybe a July or maybe an August drama, and that is Chasing Dreams. I am so incredibly excited about this. So this is Chasing Dreams. It is a 40 episode historical drama, historical mystery, romance, fantasy drama, and it's going to star Chen Zuyan and Zhang Jingyi. So I think that's probably why. I think if the Song Wei Long and Zhang Jingyi drama comes out, I'm pretty sure this one will come out like straight afterwards, if that makes sense, because she'll be on a high and whatnot. So we shall see if it materializes or not. But I am very, very excited for this one. The promo for this has been pretty good. And I like that it's a mystery romance drama. So we shall see. We shall see her, like just go and check out the poster for this. But she looks incredible in this, and I'm very, very excited about that. He looks great too. So that is Chasing Dreams. We have Blossoms of Power, which is rumored for July 22nd. This one also looks really, really good. It is going to be, oh, hang on. This one is not rumored anymore. It just came up. So this one is now confirmed for July 9th. Real-time update here. I literally just saw it. So July 9th is going to be Blossoms of Power, and this is going to be a Tencent WeTV. It's going to star Mang Ziyi and He Yu. Now, He Yu has obviously had a big, rise in popularity because of his role with Esther Yu in Speed and Love. So this is going to be him in a historical role. So I think a lot of people will be looking forward to watching this. This just says historical romance in the genres. I am very much excited to, check this one out. So I will be adding this one to my watch list, obviously. So that is Blossoms of Power coming, now confirmed, July 9th. And then we have Escape to Your Heart. Now, these are the last two that I have in my Rumour Corner, and they're just rumored for July. They're not rumored with specific dates. So the first one is Escape to Your Heart. We've had a name change. It's now called The Road to Splendor. Oh, I actually like that title better than Escape. The Road to Splendor. Yeah, that sounds better than Escape to Your Heart, actually. So this is going to be a historical romance drama, 36 episodes, Tencent or WeTV, and it's going to star Ding Yuxi and Ansi Dung. Again, we don't have a date for this one yet. It is supposed to be a July premiere. Whether it materializes or not, this one I don't know if it will come or not, because we don't even have like a rumored date specifically. It's just saying July as for right now. And then lastly, we have a Ming Dynasty adventure. Again, this is also only rumored. There's no, rumor day. It's just rumored for July, and this is tagged as thriller historical romance fantasy on MDL Mango TV production, and then it stars Wang Churan and Shin Yoon Lai as the main couple or the main actors. So that is the rumors. And that is just everything I've gathered. I'm sure there's so many more, because July seems to be bursting at the seams with dramas, which always tends to happen. July and August tend to be very, very busy. It's the summer months and people are off on holidays and stuff. So they tend to release everything in July. We shall see. We shall see what comes and what doesn't. If I was to stake my money on one of them premiering, it would be Overdo, and hopefully, maybe because I'm so excited to watch it, but we shall see. Let me know in the comments, which ones are you going to check out? Which ones are the ones that you are most excited to watch? I would love to hear from you. Come and chat on the DMs, leave me a comment. I always reply. So that is it. That is the episode for today. And yeah, let me know. What are you watching? What are you going to check out? And yeah, that is it for today's episode of Tea and Soju. Thanks for hanging out with me as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy drama watching.